What's up, guys? As you can see, we're not in the studio at home. We're actually at the Abilities Expo in Chicago, and this podcast is going to be a little different. It's going to be like a speedcast. The sound is not going to be as great because of how wide open this space is, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Please enjoy this Life to the Max speedcast.
Just a couple of punts, all trying to get by. Just a couple of teens, all trying to survive. Live to the max, cause you don't live it twice. Couple green thumbs, all high as a cat.
What is up, everybody? It's Life to the Max podcast. We're at the Abilities Expo in Schaumburg, Illinois. It is June 20th, Friday. It is not nice outside. I wish it was. It was nice a few days ago. It's raining. But luckily, I got Hummingbird Therapy Squad with me, which is a really interesting area. I got Laura and Alex with me, and they're gonna tell me a little bit about themselves. So, welcome on the show, guys.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. This is such a cool opportunity.
Of course. So, tell me what Hummingbird Therapy Squad is.
Yes, so Hummingbird Pediatric Therapies is a multidisciplinary clinic. We have 3 locations: Elmhurst, Westmont, and Woodridge. So I help lead the Therapeutic Life Skills program, which is therapy services for adolescents and young adults.
And then I work with the intensive therapy program, which is geared towards individuals with higher medical or needs or physical disabilities.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been doing this?
Yes, so both of us have had experience in the therapy world for quite some time. The Therapeutic Life Skills program is a newer program at our Elmhurst location, and it's to help fill the gap between pediatric services and adult services. Oftentimes, therapy ends around that 10 to 12-year-old age range.
Right.
So we want to help fill that gap by providing therapy services up until, the mid-20s.
Is this physical therapy?
Great question. So we offer occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and counseling services. We also offer at our clinics feeding therapy and summer groups, social group opportunities, hippotherapy, and aquatic.
Holy shit. That's a lot of stuff. You guys are killing it at 3 locations. How long has this company been around Hummingbird Therapy?
It's been around for about 8 years. So the intensive therapy program is also a little bit of a newer program.
Okay.
I personally have been doing intensive therapy for almost 3 years now. And that is really becoming a lot more closer to the standard of care for a lot of individuals with cerebral palsy and more complex neuromotor difficulties. We find that we make a lot more progress within those 3 weeks than compared to that traditional once or twice a week model.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. When I was at RAC, because I was in a car accident, I don't know if you heard my story at all, but I was in the military when I was right after my birthday, March 21st, March 24th was my accident. And I drove halfway with a friend. We switched seats, woke up in a hospital 3 days later, couldn't breathe, couldn't move, couldn't do anything. And I decided to say, hey, I'm going to face adversity and persevere. Obviously, it's going to be tough, but one thing that happened was my girlfriend ended up breaking up with me, and I just wanted to focus on therapy. And when you do more therapy, it just gets your mind off of things. So I agree with you on 100%. I like that the once or twice a week, really going at it with therapy. So that's awesome. You guys do it. Well, one of my questions I wanted to ask is, what is one of the biggest hurdles you guys have faced?
Oh, okay. So within the therapy world, or
yeah, within your job,
Okay.
or within your life.
Okay, well, within the job, I think one of the things that I probably get more frustrated with is just access to services. And getting kids who either have limitations on how many visits they can get or who just don't have insurances that we're in network with.
Yeah.
That does get tricky and is, I'd say, one of the bigger hurdles. And we kind of help out with that by providing families with lists of grants that they can apply for to trying to get better access to services.
It sucks though, because grants run out. Insurance doesn't. Fuck the healthcare system. No offense. It's like they could do a little better. I don't like the healthcare system. They're annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely echo that. It's very frustrating when you know something's working or that a family could benefit from something. With the life skills program, a lot of it is geared towards the interest of, the client themselves. So what are they hoping to work on? And when they have those goals and those dreams and those hopes, and we wholeheartedly are like, let's get there. Potential is endless. Let's do this. And there's kind of those roadblocks and systematic challenges. That's very frustrating as therapists because we want to be able to help and be part of this.
Yeah, like I was at RAC in 2016. I remember this guy just left out of nowhere, and I was like, "What happened to him?" He's like, "Oh, his insurance stopped paying for it." I was like, "Well, what the?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like he was making great strides, and his insurance stopped paying for him.
Did you ever experience that? Like having insurance deny coverage?
Okay, so yes, I have. When I first got injured, I needed 24-hour care, and they said I get 3 hours. 3 hours a day. Right?
Wow.
So I had to go to the state, and I had to find people off the street to take care of me, which is scary as hell because you would think you need a skilled nurse. And they're like, I remember when I was at my recruitment office for the military, and they were like, "The military's got you, man. Like, if you get hurt or anything," because I asked them, I was like, "If you get hurt, the military is gonna take care of you." And what they meant is that they're gonna put me in a nursing home, basically, and not let me live my life to the fullest, live my life to the max. So I did face struggles with that. And luckily, I was able to get help with grants and stuff, and I had I struck I struck some luck, So now life is pretty good, it was very serendipitous what happened, but I'm very grateful to wake up every single day in the position I'm in because I know a lot of people have it a lot worse.
Did you have a therapist at all that, really motivated you or?
I did, yeah. Shout out to Sarah Gallick. She's an occupational therapist. The first a month in to the injury at RIC and Rehabilitation Institute, Chicago. It's now Shirley Ryan Ability Lab. I don't like that. It will always be RICA to me. But, so she gave me a mouse stick, and she was like, "Here's the mouse stick," and I thought I was gonna move my arms again right away. So I was like, "Get that shit away from me," right? And then my girlfriend left me, like I told you, and people wanted to talk to me, and she was like, "Max, can you please try the mouse stick one more time?" And she jerry rigs this stylus on a mouse stick, and I started using it. I'm really good at it. And I'm like, no fucking way. I don't have to ask a nurse to text for me anymore. This is awesome. So she pushed me to do the mouse stick again, and I used that mouse stick until 2019. And then I started using voice control with Apple. But yeah, shout out to Sarah Gallagher out there if she's listening. That she was an amazing occupational therapist. She was there for me when my girlfriend left me as well. It was tough, but she got me back on the horse with the mouse stick for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of jerry rigging going on in therapy, but that's kind of the fun of it. It's figuring out, alongside the other person, how can we problem solve this solution to kind of get that end goal?
This purpose you guys have with the Hummingbird Therapy Squad and helping people with disabilities. Do you feel fulfilled every single day when you are doing this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think for me, I'm convinced I have the greatest job ever. Um, and I think it's fun. I find that especially working with kids with kind of more complex motor difficulties is they are so motivated, to move and explore and play and to get to help them
Mm.
do that is incredible to help. We kind of a lot of times will use the phrase inch stones over milestones because it's like those really small improvements that end up meaning the most for their family. And it's really fun to be a part of. Seeing aunts and grandparents and everyone in their village show up for them and cheer for them with even just the smallest victories is really fun.
Yeah, I can echo that for sure. I love what I do. I love working with kids. I love playing all day long, but I also love working with the families and supporting the families. When we were
Yeah.
developing the life skills program, we really wanted to emphasize providing more caregiver and family support so that they also feel confident in their skill set to keep working on things at home in the natural setting. But I find it really rewarding to help those families kind of overcome some of those obstacles and really work together as a team.
So I'm very lucky because like I live alone. So I live alone and I have nurses around the clock. And my family, I love my family, but gaining my autonomy was one of the most amazing things in the world. I resonate with you guys when you talk about the families and getting close to the families because it's when you're kind of like with my nurses like are like family, like they come here, they're cool with my family, and then they're like cool with me, so they become family. So I can understand where you guys are coming from, and I really appreciate you guys sharing your story and sharing your cause. Where can we find you?
You can find us online or on social media. It's just Hummingbird Pediatric Therapies. That encompasses all of our programs, including the life skills that Lauren touched on, as well as the intensive program that I touched on. So it can all be found on that one website.
Absolutely, and I'll make sure to link that in the description below. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to say to the people out there?
No, I think you covered it. Thank you so much. Like Lauren said, thank you so much for having us and giving us the opportunity to kind of to share what we do and what we love.
All right. And this has been Life to Max, everybody. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And for everybody listening, I'm paralyzed from the neck down, breathing through a machine, but that doesn't stop me from following my dreams and doing what I love to do. I don't got any excuse, and neither should you. We'll hear you in the next one.
You know the smell is potent. Never really tripping, try my best to